My name is Thomas O'Regan. I'm a professional property investor here in Australia. Now, something I found out recently was a real eye-opener to me. Now, this is in relation to compounding growth. Now, if you guys don't know already, the way compounding growth works is the longer that you have access to it, the longer that you are participating in an asset that is getting compounding growth, the faster and further you will go, the longer you hold it. Now, just to give an example, say if you have a property and it's 1998 and you bought the property for $30, and then you hold the property for, say, 30 years, there's a very high likelihood that that property could be closer to $14,000 at that time. And you're probably wondering where I'm pulling these numbers from, and I'm just pulling these numbers from historical data, from what I know from the area where I live, and then also from actual numbers that my grandparents have purchased properties and sold properties at, and then my family as well. Right, so we had a property in 1908, $30, 30 years later, it's worth $14,000. And then today, let's call it 130 years or 120 years later, the property is now worth $3 million. Now, hopefully that highlights the fact that the number when you started investing was very small, and then it got bigger substantially, and then from that $14,000, it got bigger substantially. It just unbelievably blown out. The numbers just blow out so ridiculous the longer you invest. Now, Warren Buffett is one of the richest people, if not the richest person in the world, I don't know. But the point is, he didn't get his wealth to that level until he was 85 to 95. The vast majority of Warren Buffett's wealth was made because he still owned the same assets to the point where he was 85 to 95 years old. That's where he made the majority of his wealth, because the assets just have compounded over and over and over again, and the longer that you hold them, the more they compound. So that's the most important thing. If you're an investor, don't sell your assets. Hold it for the long term. And also, I just wanted to say, Warren Buffett was obviously well known through his whole career, but he didn't really become famous until he was 60, because what he had achieved wasn't really globally substantial on a large scale until he got to the age of 60. And that was after a whole lifetime of investing. He was investing since he was 7 years old till he was 60, and it wasn't anything that is substantially recognized on a global scale until he was 60. And then obviously from the ages of 85 to 95, that's when it's really compounded and blown up. Like in the example I gave you of a house being $30 130 years ago, now it's worth $3 million. Okay, so basically, I guess, kind of tells me something about investing. It's like, if you want to be good at investing, you have to be committed and you have to actually enjoy it. You have to enjoy investing. It is a long game, but when I look at either being a labourer or working in another job that I don't really like, whether that's chefing or whatever. I've never worked any other jobs, pretty much just in construction, labouring, and in the kitchen, chefing. I can't see myself doing either one of those jobs until the age of 85 or 95. But I could see myself investing. I like investing, and I could invest until the ages of 85, 95. So that's what I am going to do. It was good to just highlight that about Warren Buffett's journey, and hopefully it's been interesting for you, for me to highlight that in a video here for you guys today. See you guys next time. Bye.